It's hard to believe it's real, but go ahead.
Not partake, but look at what was an occult ceremony. I believe Charlie's death, the setting of it, everything was planned down to the T. I believe he was sacrificed.
It's hard to believe it's real. We'll watch the clip together. Subscribe and we'll talk after, because there's plenty to say about this.
It's all not looking good. None of this is looking good. Anyway, let's get to some of this video now. We're going to scrub through this, but we'll show you. Let's get to the first few minutes of this, and then I'm going to show you some other parts. Remember, I'm on screen record here, so you can get to this. And by the way, I think at some point they said they didn't have the footage. They have the footage. Okay, Terrell was at his office when he showed me this, and here we go. You can just play this, and if you guys are just on audio, you'll obviously need to come cut this on video because I can't really describe, obviously, the question is being asked. This moment right here, we had assumed initially that was his recorder or something. I can confirm, you'll see later, that it's whipping fast and it looks white when it whips fast, but that is in fact his necklace. That is his necklace. And I find that for some reason to be very strange that the necklace goes up first. You can see this obviously, and by the way, there's no gore in this, so you don't really need viewer discretion because, like I said, which kind of broke the internet, the bullet didn't go through, and not only did not go through, it didn't even cause any sort of a mess. His perfectly white t-shirt was white until the moment that he hit the ground. Skylar, we can get to that portion, I guess, where they can more clearly see the, well, first we can show them the magnet that's still on him. I guess we'll get to that. Yeah, there you go. We can pause there so they can see that that is his necklace, and it's I don't know how to describe that. I don't know if you would say it's still on him. There was a lot of story. Everybody had a personal story about Charlie's necklace, which struck me as very odd. Okay. It struck me as odd because, Erica, Frank tells the story about how he came out to get his backpack from the car as the feds were searching it at the hospital. And he saw Charlie's necklace on his backpack, which was in the car. And the feds said, "We were looking for that necklace." Really? Why were the feds looking for the necklace? How did they know he had a necklace? That's very strange. Erica, of course, has told several stories about the necklace and how precious the necklace was to him, and how grateful she was that she got the necklace back. I think maybe even Brian Harpole had a story about the necklace. I got to go back and look through it. But everyone's got a story about the necklace. It seems like a strange focus of this day. And so I want to just point that out, that it is the necklace that is hanging. You can see that. And maybe you can see it clearer when it's on my phone. So like I said, I'm happy to send around, but you can at some points even see and observe the chain. Again, this is after Charlie is hit. So you are seeing 0 blood heading backward. That feels wrong to me. That instantly felt wrong to me for what they are telling us took place here, which is a 30-06. It's not even enough to pretend that this was like an event where it already is, I would say, insane to try to say this was some miracle event and, Charlie's neck stopped this. It gets even crazier when you say, but it didn't even cause any blood. Everything you saw was blood that came because an artery got hit and that went forward. So I just want to say that. I will never buy the narrative that a 30-06 is what killed Charlie Kirk. I'm just not accepting that narrative whatsoever. We can continue and we can sort of point out some more portions here. I just keep going through here. Okay, you can see Charlie was not down. He was always also upward, which I know a lot of people know stuff about. We can kind of look close at that. Is that a recorder? The magnet clasp right there. Some people were wondering. Some people thought that the magnet clasp. I know there was a lot of stuff about the magnet clasp. That's it. It's still on him. I know those things are very powerful. And I think John Bray explained to me that the magnet clasp would have stayed on, but what was behind it would have fallen off because he has a theory, and I think I would say it's a well-adapted theory that the Rode microphone is what was shattered in the backseat of the car, and so. I wanted to show that as well so you guys could see that. We can keep scrubbing through here. Only, as you can see on his hand, because blood went forward, is the only place that you see any blood drops here. Whipping again, for sure. You can see Dan actually pushes him, by the way. Dan takes him to the ground, which he should do, but I think it's important to note that. You can see what's on the table there, which I think is good too, from what's behind the table, in case there's any clues here. Some people thought that that guy had grabbed something on the table, and I had confirmed to you that he did not, because I saw that. And when he slides across, you want to go back to that slide so they can see that, Sky? Yeah, there's nothing on the table that he grabs. There's a book. It looks like maybe Charlie had a notebook. It looks like, I don't know if there's a way to like slow that down a bit. Yep, there you go. You can see when his hands first come on the table, he does not grab anything. So that is a conspiracy theory that we can shut down. Okay. And keep going. Do you have any other points here people might want to know? You can see kind of what's around him more broadly. Speakers. There we go. Yeah, I think. Okay, and then beyond that, we just have some crowd shots, and you can show some of that as well. Like to scrub there. And we're just scrubbing through the parts that are just obviously pause, be talking. All right, and so that's it. Yeah, I feel that it is our duty to share that with the public.
It's actually sort of funny because after years of bashing Israel and the Jewish people, Candace Owens has finally given someone like me a chance to expose someone like her. This poor guy gave his life to promote good values and encourage the youth to come in the right direction. He died for what he believed in, and he spent the last seconds of his life doing the very mission that he felt to be correct. He has a widow and 2 young children, and this animal, this total animal, took it upon herself to play graphic imagery of his death. It doesn't matter if there's blood or not. This is footage of somebody being shot. This is footage of somebody's life ending. This is footage of a terrible moment in American history. And she's playing it for the world to see. I'll tell you, I would never have played this, but I feel like this is an opportunity. This is an opportunity to cleanse the world of Candace Owens. Candace Owens has just continued to go step by step by step down a deranged, bizarre direction, attacking good people, Jews, people of Israel that she doesn't even know, Charlie Kirk's family. It's all to make money. That's what it is. Don't mistake it for anything else. This is the type of people that she comes from. Opportunists, whether they're stealing from a store, or they're robbing someone, or they're killing someone, or they're getting in front of a camera and a microphone and doing the same thing with their words and with their actions. There's really nothing more to say. The video speaks for itself. At the end of the day, I think people should see this. They shouldn't necessarily see the Charlie Kirk clip. What they should see is that there is an animal who is using a virtual platform, using technology to do terrible things, say terrible things about people in order to make a buck. And now it's at the point where she's like showing somebody in their moment of death. I mean, it's horrific. And we should all recognize good and bad, light and darkness. And that is what she is helping me to do right now. Expose good versus bad. May God bless our troops that are in the Middle East. May God bless Israel, and may God bless America. And we should rid ourselves not just of the enemy overseas, but also of the enemy in the homeland, like Candace Owens.